Hi there, this is Grace Power and I'm with mygoldsugar.com. Today I'm going to be demonstrating my eyebrows, eyebrow shaping using the sugaring method of strip sugaring. So I'll actually be using an application stick to apply the sugar and then use a strip cut into little pieces like this to remove it. If you're familiar with waxing and strip waxing, then this is going to be very similar to that. The main difference is that with sugaring you tend to go against the hair growth and pull with the hair growth, instead of with like wax you go with the hair growth to apply it and then against the hair growth to rip it out. So that's really the main difference. So before getting started, I just want to apply a little bit of powder to my brows, and that will protect the skin, especially underneath the brow where it's a little more sensitive. And it also just absorbs any moisture on the skin or oils. You also want to make sure that your face is washed beforehand. Make sure there's no makeup on the skin or lotions or anything like that. So I've already washed my skin. So now I'm getting some sugar on a little stick. And I'm just going to start in the middle here. And this is really more of a touch-up today. I just sugared my brows about 2 weeks ago, so they're really not too like unruly, and I'm just going to be able to follow the shape that I already have because I can see like the shape that I had. So alright, so I put it on down, I'm going to pull up. Go ahead and kind of rub that in a little. Now one thing, well I guess that happens with wax too. I was noticing like with sugar how you get like these little strings, you know, the sugar kind of spraying or stretching around when you're pulling it off. And that doesn't really happen so much with waxing, but that is one thing that happens with sugar. So another little piece here. All right. So I'm just kind of following that line. I can see like the shape that I had before. All right, I'm just going to divide this into a couple sections. Pull this one off this way, and then pull this one off this way. Okay. So one thing that's nice about sugaring compared to waxing actually is that you don't have to worry so much about messing up the shape when you press the strip down. I noticed that would happen when I used to wax. Sometimes when I'd be pressing the wax down like this, it would like bunch into the area that I didn't want to get, and it would actually remove those hairs. But with sugaring, the sugar has to be down at the skin level for it to pull that hair out. So if it's just kind of touching a little bit of the hair, it's not going to pull that hair out. So just a little more forgiving than waxing, especially if you're doing your own brows. It's easy to mess them up. All right. So on this side, there was quite a few that didn't come out there, so I'm actually going to go the opposite way. So I'm going to apply the sugar just like a wax, apply it with, and then I'll pull against just to see if that might help get those hairs out better. And I'm also going to leave the sugar on the skin, just let it sit on there for a little bit, because when you let the sugar just sit on those hairs, it actually can help those hairs come out easier. It kind of loosens the hair down at the follicle level, so when you pull, those hairs come out, which is great. got some good hairs out of there. Okay. So now I'm going to do above my brow. I don't really see too much happening up here, but just to kind of clean it up. Give it a nice clean look. And just since I had so much good success by letting it sit on that last time, I'm just going to let these just sit on a little bit. Let the sugar do work its magic. Okay. So, alright, so I'm actually going to pull this way. See how that little piece of sugar is kind of dangling over that? If that was wax, you would like be risking like pulling that hair out. But with sugar, you don't have to worry about it. It's not gonna pull that hair out. Okay. I do still see a few little hairs over here. So since I'm going to be reapplying, I'm actually going to put a little more powder on. And that powder just protects. Okay. So for doing brows, I have a few different waxes. I sell the soft, the medium soft, medium firm, and firm. And so if you're just looking for a sugar just to do your brows, and you want to use the strip method, I think I would still recommend, I guess I would recommend soft or medium soft. If you have kind of coarse brows, then I would go with the medium soft. And if you have just kind of fine hairs on your brows, then the soft will be fine. But just when you're using the sugar like a strip, the soft sugar is going to go on thinner, and that just works really good. So I actually ran out of my little tiny strips. I'm going to cut them, so you can just use like a long strip and just cut like a couple little pieces. Alright, yep, I got a few more little hairs. And let's see, I guess I'll touch up this side too. Okay, so now I'm going like the wax way. Where you go with the hair and then pull against. If I can see it in there. Kind of using the mirror behind the camera to see what's going on here. Alright, some of you that have done waxing before, if you're watching me, you're going to be like, gosh, she's killing her skin, she's going over so many times. But with sugar, it's just so much more gentle that it actually is not unsafe to go over more than once. And you can just kind of use your own judgment based on how your skin feels. You know, if it's feeling really sensitive and tender, then you might want to just hold off and either tweeze those hairs or come back like the next day or a couple days later and finish off getting those little hairs. But if you're fine, then you know, you could just, by applying that little bit extra powder, that usually protects it enough, and you can reapply over. So I'm pretty much done. I can't tell if there's hair there or sugar. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that. Alright, so that was a nice easy cleanup, and if you've tweezed your brows, you can see how much smoother this goes. Like, it does take some time and patience, but it's actually over faster than like if you have to go through and tweeze everything. And also it has such a clean look, you know, it's getting all those little fine hairs too that usually when you tweeze are hard to find and hard to pull out. So anyways, if you're new to sugaring, check it out. You can go to mygoldsugar.com for more information, or just watch more of our YouTube channel to see more of our videos. And if you're interested in purchasing the product, the store is mypinkwink.com. And let us know how we can help you. We'd love to help you get started on sugaring. And contact us either through the comment section here or through our website, and we'll get back to you. All right, take it easy, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.